here is the pricing policy. So the Stratazon pricing policy is direct. Okay, any customer who joins us on board have to pay a joining fee of 3% of the capital, which is mandatory. And he can either, if he brings a capital of 1 crore and above, there is a particular pricing. If the account is below 1 crore, we always charge 1% of the deployed capital per month, which starts from the fourth month, because since we take 3% in advance, that typically 3 months of rent is already paid. The strategy rent is already paid, and these fees are inclusive of GST. All right, and accounts greater than 1 crore, our hurdle rate is around 12%. Okay, which is roughly about 3% per quarter. So profit sharing starts after 3%, after 6% in first quarter, because we would have taken 3% already. And after that, after the customer earns his profit only, we will be able to take the profit share. Okay, but accounts below 1 crore will directly take 1% of the capital as fees. Okay, so here is a quick update. The strategy has potential to even scale up to, extending the strategy for 50 to 100 CR. Go ahead, please refer your friends and families. If you are an existing customer, you can get 2 months rental discount, because generally we have a policy that if somebody refers a customer, we give them 1 month rental discount. Till June end, we are going to give 2 months rental discount. Second, if you are an existing customer and if you want to scale your own capital, so we will not charge 3% joining fee for the new funds. We'll rather charge 2% only. Okay, these are the certain things which we are doing for our family and friends, and who wish to travel this journey with us. Remember the fact, we are not selling any stories here. We are very, very practical in nature, and what we intend to do as a process end to end is very clear, because we have automated everything. We have absolute control on the models, and our risk management process, our risk management platform, everything is in place. Okay, we are evolving every day. We are building a strong team. We are not only building a strong team from the technology front, we are also building an equally strong team from the strategy front. And we are also hiring a lot of research analysts who can give us strategies. If any one of you have a great strategy which you think is codable, please feel free to share that strategy, and I'll be more than happy to program it. What we do is, if a strategy works, we will start paying a royalty to the analyst month on month. This is something which we have been doing. Okay, so next steps for this year, my whole team is focusing on Chanakya 4.0 to include Nifty, maybe add another 4 to 6 new strategies over and above the 15 strategies which we have delivered. Okay, and the aspiration is to bring some commodity intraday strategies which should be ready in another 6 months. Most likely from October we should be able to trade those strategies. And we have identified new brokers, and the overall brokerage compared to last year, it will be more than 50% lesser. All right, which we have confirmed. And we are going to double our team strength and hire the best in class talent. If any one of you have good strategists, good analysts, please feel free to refer us. And our aspiration is to build strategy which can manage up to 100 crores of fund. Our ultimate vision is to build strategies for Indian markets and global markets. We have already set up an office in Dubai. We are trying to build strategies for global commodity and even S&P markets. So little slow in terms of activity there, but the team is gearing up for a bigger play. And we are purely process oriented people. We never touch our algorithms irrespective of what market does, until and unless the strategy tells us something. We will never do. In that sense, we are more matured enough. Okay, if you want to understand what is the rationale behind our algorithms, our strategies, there are a series of blogs I had written for Money Control couple of years back. I think last year. Yeah, last year it was. So go to www.stratazon.in/blogs. You can read the complete thought process of how we are developing our strategies today. Okay, so let me pick up any questions if you have, and we will be able to answer one by one. Okay. So So Dr. Prasad, with respect to the Sharpe ratio and Sortino ratio, I'll come back to you on that number. Okay. And Mangesh says, can you show live P&L? I don't mind sending you a PDF of the document because that has been downloaded here. This is the one, right? Yeah. Okay. It's a 30-page document. We can share it with you. You can go have a look at it. Okay. Mangesh, you can reach out to our team. They'll help you. So Mr. Prasad is asking, is the portfolio leveraged? Mr. Prasad, you must understand one important concept. Okay. See, what we typically do is we don't look at leveraging as a process. Okay. Always what we do is our trading capital. One second, please. Yep. Okay. So my trading capital is always a function of risk margin plus first is broker margin plus risk margin. See, for example, if I am telling broker margin plus risk margin, let's say my risk is around 10 lakhs. Okay. So what I am going to do, I will assume 50% more danger in the future, and I will put 15 lakhs in the account as risk margin. Over and above this, I will put the broker margin also, which is around 80 lakhs. So technically, I will put 90 lakhs in the account. So this will ensure that there is no margin call. Okay. And from a leveraging standpoint, you might probably take it as 1:2 max. And we don't believe in too much of leveraging also. That is not our philosophy, nor we are interested. So of course, we are planning for some prop accounts which is in-house, where we take higher leverage because we know what we are doing. So we will be able to manage that logically. Okay. Okay, question by Mr. Tejas. Yes, Tejas, it can be taken care. Okay. Okay, Arvind is asking, can you explain max DD scenario typically? I think I had downloaded a beautiful image. I think this guy, some image I had drawn. Okay. Give me a second. Yeah, here it is. See this, Arvind. This is what is the typical max drawdown scenario. Okay. From the top of the equity portfolio till the bottom. Okay. The maximum top till maximum bottom. This is a maximum top and this is a maximum bottom. Okay. This is what is called as max drawdown. And this is ignored. Why? Because it is a smaller drawdown compared to others. Okay. That is in a nutshell. So Divesh is asking, are these strategies intraday or weekly or positional? These are 100% intraday strategies. Okay. These are 100% intraday strategies. Okay. So Roshni is asking, do you have any SEBI registration? Roshni, ideally, the algo trading is a kind of a gray area. So okay, SEBI gave a white paper last time telling that most brokers have to comply and tell whether a particular order is a algo order or a manual order. Okay, we are waiting for the white paper for the announcement to come. The regulation is on its way. Once it is come, we will take that regulation and we will comply with all the relevant regulations. Okay. Mr. Shisha Rao is asking, can I withdraw the profit that is available in my Demat account whenever I want? Yes, you can do. Absolutely fine. You can withdraw your capital also anytime, friends. There is no lock-in, nothing. You just change your password. Goodbye. There is nothing like lock-in or anything of that sort. It's always direct. All right. So Divyesh is asking, any strategy for lesser funds like 25 and 50? See, 50 can be considered, but they're not below that because the one set of algorithms will be touching 50 only. So that is a number. Okay. And Mr. Prasad, Dr. Prasad is asking, do you calculate the beta of the portfolio? Sir, we don't calculate the beta of the portfolio because it is not an asset. It is a contract. All the 15 strategies have their own equity curves. When we combine all of them together, we get a different equity curve. The whole concept of portfolio beta, which you typically see in equity investments, don't come in this process. So Kiran says, are the brokerage charges accounted in the overall P&L that we made? Yes, all the expenses are taken care and covered completely, and all the numbers that we have published is after all the expenses. Okay. And Bharani says, Ashok, during the trading times, many times we see trades were in profit, but the end of the day we see losses. So why are we booking the profits if the expected return per trade is achieved? No, we don't believe in closing position because some profit is there. Please remember that is called as recency bias. In fact, we would have tested the strategy over a period of 75 months. So 75 months is more or less 1500 days, right? So statistically, whatever we are doing is correct. Okay, but you might get a feel that profit is there, we didn't take it. No, we didn't take it because if you take profit overall over the period of time, you might not make that much money. So an interesting question is Ashok, you said Chanakya was better in falling markets. What about uptrending markets? In uptrending markets, overall it does well. Okay, irrespective of the market condition, because we equally have strategies on uptrend, downtrend, and sideways market. Why we make more money in a falling market is one simple reason, that your market will go on an escalator, up on an escalator, come down on a lift. Okay, that is a typical behavior of markets. So when a fall comes, everybody will panic. It comes in no time. All right. uh, Praveen asks, Ashok, 1500 days, how many trades you have tested? It is roughly about 20,000 trades, Praveen. The validation was done on around 20,000 trades. Okay, Sanjeev Belgur is asking, February was a falling market and why did you guys lose money? In fact, February was a very interesting scenario. I will tell you. I think I need to show that story to you guys. What happened in Feb? We traded on the the budget day also. All right, we traded on budget day also, and in fact, the first 2 days of budget day we lost technically almost like 3% there only, and the entire month we recovered that money. Okay, we could not recover that money. Okay, so but when we look at the overall story, when we looked at the budget day performance of our strategy over the last 7 years, the strategy lost only this year and last in 2019. Other than that, there were times the strategy made 10%, 7%, 9% on the budget day. So those people who ask, why did you guys trade? This is the reason. You might think it is wrong to trade on a budget day, but we believe statistics. So statistically, we were right. Practically, we were wrong because we lost money this year. That doesn't mean that we will lose money next year also. Okay, so that is in a nutshell. All right. Sounds good. So Pankaj is asking, what about the safety of the money? Pankaj, it's very simple. The money always lies in your demat, and your mutual fund, 80% of the money will be in the form of mutual fund, which stays with CDSL. So your money, the remaining cash, stays in your demat, which is under the control of the broker. We have nothing. We have absolutely no control on your account. You can exit any day, you can take out any day, you can do whatever you wish to do. We have absolute no control. You just change your password with an OTP, it's a goodbye. So there is nothing, no control that we have as far as an account is concerned. So you don't have to, I mean, that question is invalid. So Dr. Prasad says, Ashok, what do you think can be a black swan event that will hamper the returns? Sir, technically black swan events might come. Okay, I don't deny. First of all, we are purely intraday stories. Hence, we don't have the headache of gap up, gap down. Okay, that we don't have. In the intraday scenario, yes, there can be some problems, but our technology, our risk management system, our RMS is smart enough to address all of that. All right. So we continuously track what the algorithm has been doing and things like that. So we are fairly much better than any other related entity which is tracking the markets. So one very critical question from Pankaj: what if SEBI or government comes with new rules on algo, and what you expect changes? In fact, SEBI will definitely come on a new rule book, and they will publish a new rule book for algorithms, and definitely we will comply to that. We would love to comply because there is no other option. But today there is no specific regulation. We are waiting for it. Honestly, we are waiting for it, and we have given a lot of feedback as far as algo trading is concerned. We have participated in many conversations before the white paper was published last year. Okay, so that's the whole story. Okay. So Arvind says, so in a way you want some bad event to occur to make money. Not really. Whenever there is a falling market, the algorithms are smart enough to capture them and make profits. Okay. So that is a typical scenario of markets. Always remember, markets always go sideways 70% of the time and trend only 30% of the time. All right. So keeping that factor in mind, we need to have enough sideways strategies to capture the theta. All right. Okay. So let me pick up some more questions. Too many questions, pretty interesting questions. Dr. Prasad said, do you use options? Of course, sir. We do both options and futures. 9 strategies on futures, 6 strategies on options. 100% intraday. That is for sure. All right. And so Roshini is asking, what is the churning ratio of portfolio? It would direct impact on taxation. What is net return to investment as whole after such 30% tax as brokerage? Okay, Roshini, whatever we have published is after all expenses. That is pre-tax that you pay, the pre-income tax. All right. So that is again part and parcel of anyone's life if you make money, right? Um, So I have answered most of the critical questions. If I have not, please repost the question. I will pick it up, friends. Dr. Prasad is asking, how are your results compared to other PMS? I don't know, sir. I never bothered to check what other PMS doing. I have a single number in mind. I aspire to do 26% compounding. That's all. If I'm able to achieve that, I'm happy. I don't bother if somebody makes 90% that year. No problem. My number is 26% CAGR. That is a dream for me. So I want to achieve that number. Even if somebody delivers 10%, I don't bother, and I will not appreciate myself if I do 14. No, I want to do 25, 26. That is a number. Okay. So Divesh says, does this come under PMS? No, Divesh, this is not a PMS. Definitely not. We are trading. It's an algorithm. It's a quant. It's a robotic strategy. So Jayakarthi has a question. In any of the extreme situation of mutual fund holding will be forced to sell? No, you will never sell it. Because we have told maximum risk is 20%, and hence we ensure that you deposit 20% cash. So friends, what we typically tell clients is this. We tell them, sir, imagine this as a new business that you are starting. You invest some money, and we are telling 20% maximum risk. In the first year, if I deliver 20% profit, imagine your business as break even. Okay, second year onward, there is no loss in your life. For example, those customers who joined us last year, this year they made more than 20% profit, right? So it's over. They will never have a drawdown ever in their life because the max drawdown is 20, and the 20 they've already achieved last year. So that's how you should see. And in 1 year, there is no business in the planet which can break even. Very rare, very rare. Okay. So Dr. Prasad says, what is the standard deviation of your portfolio? Sir, I can share those numbers at a later point of time. I can expose those reports. I will share it with you. Okay. Okay. Pankaj, we need to cross check, Pankaj. I think there is a question. Ashok, I have a 1 crore portfolio. How will you use it? How to manage, and how is the account processing as an NRO from UAE? My team has to call you and explain you. Okay. So most of our NRO accounts, they gave cash only, but nobody gave equity. But let us reconfirm that part. Okay. Okay. Praveen Kumar says, if no profits withdrawn, will capital considered be increased? No, no, no. Whenever we increase, the customer has to tell us. For example, let's say I manage a 1 crore account. I make 25 lakhs, let's say net profit of 25 or 30 lakhs, for example. That doesn't mean I will trade on 1.3 lakhs, 1.3 crores. No. We will only scale after a particular number, which is ideally multiples of 25 or 50 or something, and that also post confirmation from the client. So Jaikarti says, Ashok, commodity strategies will be traded in how many lots? Sir, I have no idea. We need 6 months. We are working on it. We are working on it. Okay. No, Pankaj, we need to confirm on that. Let us discuss. Let us take it offline. Talk to Bhaskar. Bhaskar will help you, and there is a solution. Of course, we are already working on it. We already have NRO accounts open. We have NRO model. We have FPI model also. Only NRE accounts are not entertained as per the law. Got it? So Firoz is asking, sir, can you explain the logic behind the strategies? It's very, very simple. I told you already. There are three kinds: low wicks, high wicks, up uptrend, downtrend, sideways markets. All 6 scenarios. We have added three strategies roughly. Okay. Divesh is asking, isn't there a scheme to resell this where we can make some commission? You can do a Divesh. Talk to Bhaskar. He will guide you. Okay. And let me pick up some more questions from the bottom. Hmm. Okay, so Jaikarthi says, does lot size vary according to the capital? Of course it varies. If you suppose if you are putting 1 CR, n can be 1, n is equal to 1. If it is putting 5 CR, n is equal to 5. So definitely it will vary. Okay. So Arvind asks, how many algorithms performed in a bull year or month? We have the statistics of last 72 months that we can publish, not a problem. Yes, Kiran. For funds below 1 CR, the charge is 12% of capital, 1% a month, inclusive of GST. So many interesting questions. Really, really interesting. Yep. Yes, Yogesh. Yogesh, can you please repost your question, Mr. Yogesh? Um, Praveen is asking, what is NRE? NRE is a kind of account, Praveen, for foreigners. Okay. Suma is asking, is there a way you can combine 10 members with 10 lakh each and make an investment? No, no, no. That doesn't work. That doesn't work. You can always do that, bring into one account and you can give that account. That is possible, but we can never do that. So Yogesh is asking, what's the minimum ticket? The minimum standard ticket is 1 CR, but we can even start with 50 if the client is willing to test the model and then scale it to 1 over a period of 1 quarter. Okay. So please remember, at the end of the day, risk comes from not knowing what you are doing. I repeat, risk comes from not knowing what you are doing. So for any enquiries, any questions, any collaborations, please reach out to our VP of Sales and Marketing, Mr. Bhaskar, and that is his number 6360106039. So he'll be more than happy to respond to all your queries and guide you with relevant information.